Hey, this is Pax from Trend Traders, and today we're going to walk you through how to set up your chart like a full-time trader. The first step of learning how to trade is learning how to chart, so we're going to open up TradingView. Now, TradingView is free to use, but we use this essential tier, and we'll show you why here in just a little bit. Once you make an account, you can open up any chart, and it's going to look something like this. Now, the first thing is really just my personal preference. I don't like these really dark colors. There's a psychologicalness to trading. There's a psychologicalness to the colors involved with it, and I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm actually going to change these colors to just a lighter red. So the first thing we're going to do is double click these candles. I'm going to change the body to this kind of pink color, and then I'm going to change the borders to a gray. Now, like I said, this is more of a psychological thing. These colors could be blue and yellow for all it really matters. I do this on my Webull account as well. If you look into it, something about the darkness of the red, I don't know, but it helps me. So that's what we do. Next, we're going to go up here to indicators, and we're going to look up VRVP. Now, if you didn't get the essential tier, there's tons of indicators on here that are very similar. You just have to look up volume profile. I have this one saved, volume profile free ultra, session volume profile. There's tons and tons of these. Just download a free one. This is just the one that we personally use. It comes with TradingView Essential. And so that's the one we're going to be walking through. So once you have the VRVP indicator or any volume profile, we're going to go up here and hit on the settings. Under the settings, we're going to change the row size to 24. Go here to style. Once you're in style, we're going to change this up volume and down volume to the same kind of darkness as the other ones. I don't know why it comes preset like that. It kind of makes sense as you're not really in that support and resistance, but I like having it all the same. I like having all these lines off as well, and I'll show you why here in a minute, just because we make them ourselves. So what this VRVP indicator is, or any volume profile is it shows you spots of support and resistance on the chart. So what we can do with this is simply just put lines of resistance and support exactly where these bars match up or drop off. So you see right here, these bars drop off at 430.78. We can draw a bar there. 427.11, we can draw a line right there. We can draw another line right here where these big spots of resistance are, 428. And just like that, we already have supports and resistances just from this one indicator. So this is probably my favorite indicator overall. If I were to use nothing, I would use just this, just purely because it shows supports and resistances. Most of trading is trying to get the lowest price and selling it at the highest price. If you know exactly where that lowest price is, which this shows you, you're able to do that pretty consistently. And now this indicator is on every single chart on your watch list. So you can pull up anything here and go around your watch list. Draw these lines right where they drop off, right where they pick up, right where they drop off, right? And all of a sudden you're looking at a bunch of charts that you now have specific lines at, starting from nothing, right? And so next we're going to go back up to indicators, and we're going to type in the RSI, the relative strength index. This is my second favorite indicator, and everyone seems to use it wrong. We're going to walk you through how we use it and how we set it up. And if you want to use it how we do it or the way everyone else does it, it's not really, it's up to you. So same thing, we're going to go to these settings here. I'm going to change the RSI input to 21, and I keep the SMA at 14. Go over to styles. It already has a RSI middle band. I'm actually going to make this thicker, or at least more noticeable, because this middle band is like everything, and nobody really talks about it, but this is a big spot for us. And same thing, these can be any color you want. I don't care. So the way we use the RSI is the same way we kind of use trends. The relative strength index, people will tell you when it's overbought, it's now bearish because too many people are buying it. The same way they'll say it's oversold, too many people are selling it, so now it's bullish. I don't really look at it like that. Now, there definitely are cases where it bounces because too many people are selling it, or it drops because too many people are buying it. But the way we want to use this is purely off of strength, right? It's called the relative strength index. So if we are above 50, which means we're above half strength, right? Means we are strong, we are bullish, right? Same way on the bottom side, if we are below half strength, we are bearish, we're weak, right? So this kind of matches up with most charts. You can see when we break this 50 line right here, we're bullish. We were bullish all the way until we were broke below, we were chopped below, now we're below right here, right? We broke below right here and held below and came crashing down. all the way down. Now, if you would have bought this right here just because it was oversold, too many people are selling it. I'm now bullish. It's just not the way it works. We use the relative strength index exactly how the name is said. It's a strength indicator. When we're above 50 strength, it means we're strong. When we're below 50 strength, it means we're weak. And now the last indicator we're going to use is the EMA lines. EMA stands for exponential moving averages. There's two different kinds of moving averages, simple moving averages and exponential. The exponential basically just means that the price now is more important than the price just say 6 months ago or a couple of days ago. It puts more weight on today's price than it does last week's price. Compared to the simple where every price is the same, it's simply a median of the prices. So the same deal, there's a ton of different ones on here. We're gonna use this one called EMA 20, 50, 100, 200. Once you click on this, all these lines are gonna pull up on your chart. They're all different colors. It kind of looks like a mess already, but what we're gonna do is we'll go up here to settings. Under settings, I'm gonna change these to the colors I like them as, the same way we're talking about with everything else. You can make these colors whatever you want. So these are in order: 20, 50, 100, 200. I'm going to change the 20 EMA to yellow. I'm going to change the 50 EMA to blue. I'm going to get rid of the 100 EMA, and I'm going to change the 200 EMA to purple. And so basically what the exponential moving average is it shows you trends. Simplest way we can put it is stocks that are in an uptrend, we trade to go up. Stocks that are in a downtrend, we trade to go down. And the exponential moving average shows us that. So you know if you're above our 200 EMA, the stock is in a 200-day uptrend. If you're above our blue 50-day EMA, stock is in a 50-day uptrend. If you're above our yellow, you're above a 20-day EMA uptrend. And so since we're looking at the minute chart, this is 200 minutes, 50 minutes, and 20 minutes. And the further you go out, the better idea you get of this overall chart. And just like any of these indicators, they work for every time frame and they adjust themselves for every time frame. So you know the daily supports and resistances are more important than the minutes. The 30 minutes are more important than the 10 minutes, and so on and so forth. You can use these trends on the daily chart, same way you can use these lines, same way you can use these VRVP indicators, same way you can use the RSI. And now within just a couple minutes, you go from looking at a chart that looks like this with no real sense of where the next move is going to be to a chart where you can see exactly where resistances are, whether you're in an uptrend or downtrend, and how much strength you have. And you can see even just throughout recording this video how well these lines actually do, with the stock bouncing up another $1.50 off this spot just while we're talking about it. How would we have known to take this $1.50 move off this spot? Well, because we're in an uptrend, the stock is holding its strength, and you're holding your support. And now there's plenty more to trading that we're not going to be able to get into in this video, but if you want to follow along, we talk about every single trade that we talk about in the Discord, and we'll be talking about how to use all these indicators right here on this page. And if you have any questions, please reach out in the comments or hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. We're all over. Thank you.